Yes, sir, baby, on the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Memphis is here. Big Homie G is here. My guy, what's up?
What's going on?
How you doing today?
Cool.
How's my city treating you so far?
I love New York.
You love New York?
Yeah.
What you love about New York?
I just like because it's just chill. I be chilling when I be here. And the sandwiches at the deli market. For sure.
For sure.
No, for sure.
You like our stores here compared to yours?
I kind of high, but nah, not like y'all just high. Our store's a little bit cheaper. But y'all cool, though.
Well, everything's cheaper in the South compared to up here.
Yeah.
Like the drinks, everything. Everything is up here is crazy. But how you been, bro? We got the new project. I think I'm going to put this out when the project drops. So the new project is out now.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Nah, it's the new visual out now. The project dropping on the
21st. But I'm saying I'm going to drop this
when
the project is out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So make sure you go check that out. Speak Up G.
Yeah, Speak Up G for sure. Good project.
Great features on it.
Yeah, for sure. Finesse, Boston, ESTG.
One of my real Boston, Richey. Shout out my guy. He was up here a couple weeks ago. He's quickly become one of my favorite upcoming artists from the South too, along with yourself.
Boston hard. He hard. He one of them ones.
How did you and Boston first connect?
Through a partner, man. Him and the partner, man. They like cool, and we just linked up one day in the studio, and made it happen.
Real simple.
Yeah, simple.
With your career, right? Because not only do you do the music stuff, but you also double as like a boss too, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you're part of Bread Gang.
Yeah.
Co-founder, correct? Is that the correct term?
Yeah.
How do you personally manage doing both at the same time? Because I already know that could be like a lot to handle on your plate, being able to travel and then also manage the label and all these artists underneath you too.
I just be me. Like I just keep doing me as an artist first of all. You know what I'm saying? And then I search for other artists to build our label up, to build a label up. So I just continue to do what I got to do in the midst of doing for everybody else too.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you look for when you're looking for these artists?
You got to be authentic. You got to be hard. You got to be telling the truth about what you rapping about. Yeah.
No capping in the rap.
Don't cap.
Have you ever been like in a situation where you found an artist and you're like, oh, he's fire or she's fire, and then you listen to the music, you like this ain't adding up?
Nah, I ain't never ran across a capper. If that what you trying to say, I ain't ran across no capper rapper. Everybody that I brought to the team, they been authentic.
So as your role as like co-founder, you bring an artist in, help manage them.
I wear all hats. A&R, I wear all hats. Whatever we got to do with music, I'm on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now with this project, right? When you going into this project, now, obviously wearing all these different hats, what do you want people to take away from this project? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like now compared to the last project, there's a lot more eyes on you, right?
Yeah.
As you were saying, you got a lot more crazy features on there. What do you hope people are going to take away from this project when it drops on the 21st?
Just take it more serious and just know it's going to be a lot more music coming from me. Because it's like when I dropped, 2 years ago, I really want to take it. Music serious as an artist, you feel what I'm saying? Because I was doing a lot, but now it's like, just take it serious, and then when I drop, it's gonna be more after that.
Right. Why do you feel like you weren't taking it serious 2 years ago?
I had so much going. 2 years ago, I had so much going. I was focusing on other people rather than my music, you feel what I'm saying? Like other artists around me, the label, just trying to get it off the ground or whatever. But I'm ready.
So for a while, 2 years ago, when the last project dropped, you were more like the label was kind of taking precedence over.
It was just like, I just put out anything, I got some little music right here, throw it out. And then when I get back focused, I come back to it. And the fans really pushed me to it. They wanted to hear more. I ended up on a lot of bag projects, a lot of other artist projects. And
like 30s project.
Yeah, and they wanted to hear more of me, so I just gave it to them. Yeah.
I'm sure you're getting those comments for quite some time too, because it's because I feel like when you put yourself in that type of position where you're not really dropping as much and you're appearing on everybody else's project, you kind of become like an anomaly where people are like, yo, who the hell is he fire? And then they go look at your page and it's like, damn, he only got one album out.
And then they don't take you serious as an artist if you don't keep feeding them. They'll be like, okay, whatever. He's just rapping. But now you gotta really just go in and do what you gotta do.
And most people, like regular people online, whatever fans, like they'll see you on these songs, they'll listen to these songs, but then at the same time they don't realize that, like, you know, they don't know your full backstory, like the fact that you're also putting all this work into the label too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yeah, he just popping up here and there. He ain't got this, he ain't got this. But meanwhile, on the back end of things, like you signing artists, you bringing people on, like you actually doing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And they not realizing it. So that's like they while people take you seriously as a boss in the music industry, the fans is like they're not fully comprehending what you actually got going on too.
Yeah, that's why we putting these music out, and we're gonna continue to put more music out so they can figure it out. If they ain't figured it out by now, then they just gonna be too late.
So for the main thing with this project, you just want people to take you more seriously as an artist.
Exactly.
Okay. When compared to the last project, how do you feel like you personally evolved as an artist on this project? Do you feel like in terms of like your sound, the bars, like how do you feel like you personally evolved?
Like I said, I'm rapping more. Like I'm rapping more. I'm speaking up more. That's why I named it Speak Up G. Like I'm letting you in a little more on my situation or what I got going or whatever's going on around me. I'm letting you in. Yeah.
So it's really just like actually talking this time.
Speak
Up G has like multiple meanings this time around.
Nah, for sure.
Like, Speak Up G, we tired of you not dropping.
Yeah, speak up. Damn, say something.
So with your history in Memphis, right, and everything that you've done with Bread Gang and Bag and whatnot, was this all just like y'all had always known each other? Y'all had always run around in the same circles too? Or was it kind of like later on in life that you all really connected and got together on the music?
It's like a lot of people don't know, like me and Bag, we're really real cousins. Like we blood cousins. So we was all in a rap group at once upon a time, me, him, Finesse, Black Youngster, and a lot of more artists around the city. And it's like we just, shit. Youngster took off. He took off when his little time he had, and Bag took off. And it was like I just got behind my family. You feel what I'm saying? I just got behind his situation, and we just came up with our own situation and pushed.
Okay. Because I did see, I think it was in one of the interview titles that I had peeped online. They did say that you was in like a rap group at one point.
Yeah, me, Black Youngster, Finesse, R.P. Ronin. It was a lot of other cats that was on it. We were like Memphis Greatest Underrated. Y'all go look it up. You know, it's hard.
How many people were in it?
It's probably like 10.
Oh, so y'all was on like some Wu-Tang, but in Memphis type shit.
Yeah, it was like we gotta show the older people who was already had a name in the city, but wasn't reaching back down there. Like we was trying to get them to look at us like people like 3-6, Gotti, you know, 8 Ball. We was trying to make them like, damn, we hard too. Like we Memphis Greatest Underrated. Like we hard too. We the youngest. Like we hard too. We coming up, bro. Like y'all come holler at us.
Well, obviously now they know who you are.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But back then, did you ever like did that ever work? Did you ever get the attention back then when y'all were all in the group together?
Yeah, we had got that attention. We got a lot of exposure. Like a lot of people was messing with us, but it was like they weren't picking us up as a group. They was singly picking us. Like, okay, he gonna go. We got him. So they what broke up the group.
Oh, that's what broke up the group.
Yeah, it was like they weren't signing nobody as groups no more. Like I guess around that time. So they was single-handed picking people. Yeah.
But it's interesting because now, like, obviously a bunch of the people you mentioned, like Finesse, Youngster, Bag, like yourself, obviously, like all y'all have really come up as y'all own solo artists too.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, and obviously y'all all fuck with each other still because y'all all do records with each other and shit like that too. So it worked out at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's cool how, how Memphis has really, in like the last couple years too, like, the amount of artists, like even talking about like the 4 or 5 of y'all, right? Yeah. It's like all of y'all have really come up quickly, like at the same time. And Memphis as like a whole, like the music scene right now, even like I've had like a bunch of artists up here, like obviously, you know, Glorilla's been up here. Like I think it's really cool how right now, like the moment, like it's like a real big ass moment for y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, the music scene in Memphis is on fire right now. Like whoever rapping, my advice is just keep rapping and you might just put out a lot of content, put out a lot of music. They looking in on the city, like, for sure.
I feel like you get that, like, every day you step outside in Memphis, too. You always got somebody coming up to you talking about, oh, I rap, sign me the Bread Gang.
Every day. Then my CEO head, he, like, if somebody come up to him about some music, he'll be like, go holler at G. Go holler at G. Gotta go holler at G. He don't, so, because he gonna know I'm gonna give him an okay, like, yeah, like, pull him in. Or anything, so I get it all the time. Motherfucker want to rap for me, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you just tell them to be consistent too if it's not the time yet, right? Like just keep working.
I hear them out. I ain't one of them. Mm-hmm. Like I hear you out. Like I'm gonna hear you out because I know what it takes, and I know like if you hungry, I know like this the type of stuff you got to do. Yeah. Because who gonna hear you if you don't do it? Like how I'ma know?
Yeah. Especially you being in that position once upon a time and wanting that from like the older guys in Memphis when you was in the group too. Like
I never been the type of person to run up and rap to you. I just put out the music.
Right. Yeah. I feel like that running up and rap shit is like it's kind of dead now too because of the internet. You know what I'm saying? People just DM you shit. Yeah. Like I forgot what happened. One of my friends got like ran up outside the radio station right where I work at, and it was like this guy trying to promote his music, and we like. I don't know. Up here, it's like that's kind of weird now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you have the internet now, and like there's so many other ways for you to get hot. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be cautious.
Gotta be cautious, especially in this day and age. I know you careful.
I know.
I've seen something like the vlogs and shit like that. I know you always rolling around deep.
Yeah, and not necessarily deep. I'm really limiting my circle right now, but it's still pressure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When did you have to learn about like the limited in your circle thing? Was it like an early on type of thing for you that you kind of picked up on that? Was it, you know?
It's like I'm from a hood, I'm from a project, so it's like I know everybody in my projects. I know everybody from my hood. So everybody like we want to be around you, but certain people getting around you for the wrong reason.
Facts.
So once I see that and once I peep that, it's like slicing. I'm just slicing as I go. It's getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah. You know what I've noticed, especially like when I deal with like young artists from up here, it's like the first time they come visit me, it's like they got like 10 to 15 people with them, right? Yeah. And then like the second time, whenever they come do part 2 or another interview or, you know, they're signed now, like they come back, 3 people with them. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you learned something, huh? And they're like, yeah, I had to learn the hard way. Yeah. And it doesn't matter how much you try to tell them the first time too, because they first come up, it's like they hide. They're like, oh yeah, like of course I'm gonna bring all my guys with me. Yeah. But then they start to realize like some people around them for the wrong reasons, or they can't help their friends until they help themselves first.
Nah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to try to come up at the same time, but that's not really how it works. If it's like you got one hot person, they gotta reach a certain level before they can start kind of giving that wealth back to everybody around them too.
Exactly. Everybody looking at you to do it. If you have 100 people with you, that's a tab. That's a big tab for you.
Huge tab.
Yeah. And they know you got it. Mm-hmm. You got it.
And if you don't give it back to them right away,
it's envy and greed, and it's a lot come with it. Mm-hmm. Like they're gonna feel like you too big for your bridges or whatever. But it is what it is. Like I ain't like that ain't never happened to me or nobody around me never. I hope I ain't never felt like that. But I just know like too many people. It's too much chaos. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
So now we keep it small.
Yeah.
Are you also doing like aside from like the label and obviously the music? Do you have any like business endeavors outside of that too? Anything else?
I got like I'm investing in like truckings.
Okay.
Like trucks. Somebody just gave me a little idea on some houses and stuff. I'm trying to get some houses and stuff together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real estate.
Yeah, I forgot who else I was talking. Who from Memphis was here last week? They were talking about like buying houses and things like that too, and just kind of doing that in the city.
And we got a food truck. We got a food truck coming too.
What food? What type of food you cooking?
Like it's like we're gonna have soul food on Sundays.
Fire.
You should come there.
I plan on coming down to Memphis in the top of the year.
Like salmon, seafood. Busting though. I'm telling you, like we got this one chef. I ain't gonna put his name out right now because we got to do this little paperwork, but he's serious.
So when we come in, we do On the Radar Memphis, right? What we should do is, while all the artists are waiting to do their freestyles, we have your truck pull up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You help me, I help you.
I guess.
My dog, come on. You know what I'm saying? They can eat some food while they waiting to come upstairs and rap and shit.
For sure.
I like that.
For sure.
So the project is out now by the time y'all watching this. Man, what's 2023 looking like for you? What do you want to accomplish next year? Let's put that out into the universe.
You know, I'm gonna stay motivated. I'm gonna stay blessed. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna be the biggest. I am the biggest right now, but I'm gonna be the biggest for sure. 2023.
They gotta be on the lookout for you, man.
Yeah, peep in, tap in with me.
So last thing I wanted to ask you before we got you out of here. So we were talking earlier in the interview about signing artists, right?
Yeah.
So the most recent artist you signed is Hardbody, right?
Hardbody, yeah.
How did you find him? How did that come about?
His name, Hardbody. Nick, like he hard, super hard. He been around me, stamped him. He been around me for like 2 years before we really did some paperwork. You know what I'm saying on him. He like my little brother. Like I'm talking about too hard.
So he really like was around you before you really got to the point where he was around you for a while before you got to the point where it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna
like we met up on some like I did a feature for him, and then I just took a liking in him. Like I just come on, bro, you with me. So everywhere I went, I had him with me. But we wasn't even talking about signing him or nothing. We was just going around doing my stuff like shows and all that. And then I just told him, but I already told him like I got him. Like we're gonna lock you in when the timing is right. Timing right now, so we just locked him in. So he on the way. Be on the lookout for him.
Be on the way. He's on the way. Be on the lookout. Nick Hardbody. He'll actually be on the show probably soon after you. So I'm excited, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So before we get out of here, let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let the fans know? Obviously, project out now. Go run that up. Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Speak Up G out now. Go follow me on Twitter, all social media outlets at Big Homiie G, Homiie with 2 eyes.
Boom. There you have it. Speak Up G out now. The project out now. Nick Hardbody on the way. Be on the lookout for that. Go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. The project's not free, but you can go stream it. You know what I'm saying? Go run that up. He coming. 2023. He taking over. Big Homiie G on the radar. We out. Boom.